You know how important it is to take advice from a man whose chest hair looks like a flame. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to The Mighty Nine. We're on episode 2, which is called Who Will You Be? So the first episode, we got some world establishment, I would say. We know that there are at least 2 kingdoms that we're dealing with right now that have been in a Cold War for a long time, but now an act has created a war situation with the stealing of a relic called the Beacon from the Kryn people, and it looks like there's a mastermind behind it by the name of Trent. He's an archmage for the other kingdom, and he feels like the beacon is a weapon. We also were introduced to a character named Caleb, who is also a mage, but his magic was stolen. We don't know by whom at this point, but we also know that he's wanted for a very large sum for murder. And he has picked up a goblin friend by the name of Naught. And we don't know much about Naught outside of the fact that she seems to have a drinking problem, a pretty bad drinking problem. So, we were also introduced to a monk who is very curious, and she figured out that there's something strange about this whole explosion that happened. And we were also introduced to a character named Bo, who is a monk, but also looks like she might be working for something a little bit more vast than that, because she also recognized that there's something very crazy or shady going on with this war. So yes, a number of people, a little bit of the world building. I think we're gonna probably meet some more people because we ended the episode with someone who is looking for the beacon. So ready to jump in and get a little bit more exposition, hopefully. Let's do that. Just before I do though, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and please do leave comments below. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate the critters who come in and give context to the stuff that I do not know. I appreciate that a lot. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now. Oh, not the wave. Keep playing with you. You probably should not be attacking. If he's got time to wave at you, he definitely thinks he's got this fight. Yeah, I can tell you are swinging mighty wild, sir.
Narrow your stance. Don't give me so many targets. Remember, control.
Right? I said he was swinging wild. I'm not even a swordswoman.
I'll never be good at this.
Well, not with that attitude.
It's whether you think you can or you think you can't. You're always right.
Period.
You just gotta get out of your own way. A leader?
Why not?
The past is a noose around your neck.
Ooh, the symbolism.
Cut the rope, or it'll choke you out.
Ooh, so much symbolism. You know how important it is to take advice from a man whose chest hair looks like a flame. There you go. You're strong if nothing. Oh, that's a swell. That's a swell. Can you swim? How did you? Why was that a perfect circle underneath?
Give me a hand!
Help! Double cross.
She'll kill us all.
And you're gonna stop me? No. You'll die the way you lived. Pathetic and alone.
Where'd this even come from, bro? Do you need a hug?
Useless coward.
Cut his Achilles. Well, that's a revenge story if I ever saw one. Don't pull it out. It will bleed more. You couldn't grab the... Well, I guess the fire's already too far out of control at this point.
Abandon ship!
That's a scene right there. Oh, buddy. Don't give up yet. You have revenge to exact. With prejudice. Sabian must die. I feel like he's probably working for Trent. They seem like the same type of bitch. See? God wasn't done with you yet. But look at the way it's stuck in the ground. That would not have happened in a storm. Damn, I'm handsome. If I don't see a body, I don't think Vandarin's dead. Just saying, he seems like he's a man full of tricks.
Promise. I promise I'll be the man you thought I could be.
I like that goal. Satan? Huh?
And you better run fast before the Volstrucker recovers. They don't make the same mistake.
Yeah, they're very, very lethal. We saw that.
It's not like they're invincible.
They got a lot of magic augments.
An explosion like that wipes out an entire garrison, whatever this is, it goes way higher up the chain.
Smart.
My informant has their reasons. They sent a courier, name of Deadeye. You leave now.
Wait,
Fine.
like right
Now.
But I need to pee and I'm hungry.
Have a drink, lend an ear.
Scandal would be in love. Okay. See who takes it.
Whew, thanks, Jesse.
Appreciate
Oh,
you.
she's helpful. Well, that's a kinky little trick. She would be very, very wealthy in this world.
And as soon as we change the backdrops, it will be a million times better.
Why are we changing them?
Bolt and fireflies and an
Looks like they're the
ocean
same
light so you can
species,
climb
just
up-
different skin tones.
He throws everyone in jail who says no to him. I get it, Mama.
Well, that's overstated.
Is it though?
Please do not be angry with me.
What does Mom
I
do
did that.
exactly? I thought she just sang. Does she fully entertain? Interesting. Well, let's find out more about this species.
How about we make Lord Sharp miss his appointment?
Careful now. Didn't we just hear that this is someone who's important? Jester is a troublemaker.
Huh. The light scent of horse urine really makes it cozy.
Does it?
Nine, I'm only saying 2 whiskey bottles is the same price as a room.
Hmm.
And you made a choice.
Yep.
You know, you could sell that thing for all the supplies you need plus a room.
Nope.
Wait, is it magic? Do you turn into a werewolf if you don't wear it?
That would be cool. I hope so.
It's been a while since I slept in a bed. Probably would not suit me now.
Knott's like, I may be a thief, but I'm bougie. This whole I can sleep in dirt thing might work for you. Really? Because walking's too much trouble, huh? Who am I joking? If I could float, I would totally do it everywhere too. Is this a vampire?
My queen.
Oh, the night elves.
There are thousands of souls in that beacon.
Souls, I was right. Okay.
If the Empire knew even a fraction of its boons, banes, it is kept in these hallowed temples, protected for a reason.
Which is?
Find that beacon. Bring the souls of our people back.
Okay, so something tells me that's not just souls though. Maybe that energy can be channeled into something else, because what the hell with the time? With the scars?
She's hunting Dunamances, calling them in for questioning. For what purpose? Presumably whoever stole the beacon.
Is that who we saw at the end of last episode?
I didn't have children in this life. Thought I'd get to it in the next one.
So it is reincarnation.
You will, my friend. You will.
I believe you.
So can they not make another beacon? Not that I'm saying you should give up on the souls, but
The ancients powered whole cities with it, so they say. Looks like a rock to me.
yeah, well, the beacon looks like a fancy crystal. Oh, civilization! I hope they treat you better here.
Papers, boy, or you don't get in.
The disrespect already.
You heard Paul. Now get.
What's wrong with Calm down, Paul.
Check. No, let me pass.
Oh, this sword is special.
Welcome to Nicodranus, sir.
Not exactly right, the type of behavior I expect. Yes. Mess with me again and see what happens. End up licking the bottom of my shoe or some shit. But he should really figure out what's going on with that. Now. Trying to replay that fight. I like that. Smart. But you heard what she said. They don't do the same thing twice, so.
Wait.
Now you're asking?
Show yourself, you thieving mongrel!
Mm-hmm.
I know
Quiet
you're
as a
in
mouse,
there,
huh?
Quiet as a mouse.
Or I'll kill you where you stand.
Let's not be like that. The horses have done nothing. No, the horses! Put it out! Quick!
Get us out of here!
Not all shit is magic.
Such a big, stupid horsey.
Does the horsey don't understand you?
Racist.
There we Poor horsey! Go get her!
What a generous town.
Cannot stop stealing. Do all goblins steal, or is it just not?
Hey, you little shits, that's my horse!
Oh. I know the audacity.
Motherfuck.
Now. Language. What would the all-knowing lady say? This your mother? That you said was traveling? Is his mom not quite right? Alzheimer's? Something of the like?
If anyone sees you, I'm trying to keep you safe.
From what?
Time to find a cure.
Time pries all things away, Essek.
Oh, he isn't.
Even mothers from their
And
children.
the beacon's gone.
You know the queen will execute you if she discovers you have Typhros.
Okay.
The beacon should be studied, not worshipped. Your lord
Interesting.
of light is a rock.
Yeah, don't be talking to somebody who's religious like that.
Mother.
Janica, is that you?
Oh, is this what happens with the rebirths?
Mother!
Oh, you a badass in your day. Ooh.
When am I? Which life?
Ah, so this is what happens with the reincarnation cycle? That would be horrible. Does it happen to everybody? So he doesn't believe in it. I guess it's not a universal belief of the Kryn then.
Loser, stay down! Pissant can't even put up a fight.
Bringing back memories. Bullies suck.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Okay, I thought that was gonna kick off a fight. Oh, so the sword can compel people and it can also change your appearance, albeit temporarily.
These barbaric heathens. What is the meaning
You have
of
a problem with pink elephants? What is it? Is it porn? Aren't you still being at the scene of the crime?
That little brat.
Right? Like, really? You did that so long.
You were supposed to. Oh, forget it. We'll settle this later.
I'm trying to figure out if there's actually an invisible friend there. So you have illusion magic, but you can't fly. No invisibility. No super speed.
Oh.
Instant
handsome.
crush?
He's armed! Look, no, I didn't mean to.
He didn't do any of that.
Kill them both if you have to.
Trying to kill us!
Yeah, that's what he just said. Come with me if you want to live.
Anyone who gives them shelter will hang as well.
Shelter, we're eating dinner.
And maybe I'll let you keep your balls till the execution.
What's your obsession with people's nuts, you weirdo? Oh. Water. Ew. Yeah, we don't do well with the teleportation. Ew.
Traveler, he must be busy. Window it is.
Wait. No!
I need to know what's going on with this traveler. Slap with a dildo is crazy. I feel like you low-key liked it, though.
So this is my room.
Ma'am, you don't even know his name.
Mama doesn't let me leave the chateau. She'd be super mad if she found out what we did today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I'm being so
Names?
rude. We haven't even been formally
Yeah,
introduced.
start with that.
Ford Stone. It's nice to meet you.
Well, where'd the accent come from?
It was different before.
Exactly. Oh, cute. Her illusion magic's so cute.
I have never met a real sea captain before. What's it like? Do you have lots of seamen? Use them for ships if you know what I mean.
No, he doesn't. Stop it. This is an innocent man.
I didn't do anything, Mama.
Girl, you weren't even subtle.
Where, Mama?
Far away, Zadash. Remember Madame Luena, my old friend?
No,
Did I have to stay where I can see the chateau? I always have to see it. You said
that was before you went and messed with somebody that your mom told you not to mess with.
Oh.
This is my
Mrs.
friend.
Ford.
I might have gotten him wanted in like 5 minutes.
Can you help her safely to Zadash?
Oh, well.
It's your quest now, sir.
I
Just
don't
accept
know,
it.
ma'am.
I beg you, sir.
This is your quest now. You're wanted now too, so.
I love you, Mama.
Goodbye, my darling.
Yeah, hurry. Oh, poor Blood is probably dead. Scared of water?
I'm sorry I steal so much.
There is nothing to forgive. But next time, let me know when you are sneaking like a mouse.
Right, because you're terrible at it.
I wouldn't want an escaped lunatic pissed at me.
You did not turn me in.
Definitely considered it.
You are better company than a rat.
And you
Thanks.
are smarter than you smell.
Yeah, when's the last time y'all bathed?
To talk over a short distance.
Okay, not really likes magic. I thought maybe goblins could do it, but I guess not. Or maybe some can. I don't know. I don't know if it's a class thing or a race thing.
That's who gave you your powers?
Oh my gosh, do you want to meet him? Traveler!
Interesting. Still trying to figure out if Traveler's real. But she did draw a picture of him.
Who gave you your powers, Ford?
I don't know yet. This hoe again. Is she following her or is it because she just happens to be going to the same place? Oh, not the nosebleed. So maybe this reincarnation thing is not safe? I'm trying to figure out, they haven't said if it happens to everybody or if it's just something that may happen to you. Are the Kryn supposed to be doing this? Can they all float or just him? You're the spy.
Thought you'd wait for me to begin.
What magic is it?
Magic is not the correct.
Science!
Gravity, time,
Time, yes.
reality.
Yep.
Every choice you could make, and every choice you already have.
So could you dumb that down?
But all I see is a mechanism.
It's because you're dumb.
You must rip it apart and study every cog.
Like you did those poor things that you captured.
That is why we will work nicely together.
So does he blame this thing for why his mom's like this? PTSD. That makes sense. Almost drowning. Explosions. Being stabbed. No? Kotoa. Oh dear. So does this mean that our guy is not really our guy anymore? You feel me? Like, does that mean that like it looks like Ford, but it's not really Ford? Or Ford's in there somewhere? Did Ford die before he sealed him up? I have questions. All right, guys. Well, that was episode 2, Who Will You Be? And I feel like outside of course, the very cute musical number that we heard, it kind of was a bit of a preview of what's potentially the beacon is all about. And we got a little description there by, what was his name? What is the name of the son? Sorry, guys. As I said, it takes me a minute to get to the names. But anyways, the son of the mother who is, I guess, dealing with what is effectively a form of, I said dementia, but it's more like a time-space hiccup, I would say. It looks like she's been reincarnated multiple times, and now her past lives are blending in with her current life. And seeing that there's actually a physical effect in the nosebleeds as well, my guess is that her brain can't take it. So anyway, that explains, I did say back in episode 1, I think that there has to be an inside person. It had to be some form of an inside job, because how else did they know exactly how to get to the beacon, all the security to pass? Like, you know, these assassins are good, but they're not that good. So now we know who our leak was, and we see that he is somewhat close to the queen or the ruler of this place, but he doesn't believe in the faith. He doesn't believe in the religion that surrounds the beacon, but he seems like he's more on the technical and scientific side of things, and he wants to understand it. And I guess really my guess is that, well, we heard him say it to his mom, I'm not ready to let you go yet. And she, of course, lets him know that, hey, like, this is the cycle of life. Everybody dies at some point. Everybody loses somebody at some point. Like, it's unavoidable. And we see that she brings up the religious side of it, and he immediately mocks the religion, and it earns a slap. And as I said in the episode, I somewhat agree in the sense of, you don't have to believe in a religion. I think a lot of us have experienced where maybe, you know, you have a family member or you have a belief system and someone else doesn't believe it, and it doesn't have the same belief. But one thing that my tenet is that even if you don't believe in something, it doesn't mean you should be disrespectful of it or disrespectful of the people who do believe in it. But anyways, in this case, you know, this type of belief system that we're seeing with the Kryn who do believe in this, it's pretty devout. Like I said, it's cult level if they're willing to actually kill people in front of this beacon to sacrifice their spirits to these things. So when you've got people with that level of devotion to a belief system, if you come at it with condescension and more or worse with insults and with disrespect, then yeah, it's going to earn you a slap. And I think especially for his mom, right? This is her belief system. She's believed it looks like, through multiple lives. So I think there's a lot more of an emotional connection to it than not. And especially now when she's feeling like these are her final days, she's going to be even more like most people, when they have a belief system, they cling even more to their belief system when they know that their time is limited. So for her son to kind of not respect that, I get why she was kind of like, you know, don't talk to me like that. But I also get his frustration in that he feels like his mom is not exploring as many options as she should to fix what's wrong, to see what she can do to stop this illness. Because I think, you know, obviously just the fear of losing somebody alone is enough. But I think he's scared that, you know, she goes through this reincarnation cycle, comes back, and that won't be his mom anymore. right? And again, I don't know how this reincarnation thing works. If it's like you're born as a new person and you get, you live your life as a child, growing up to old age, or do you just go into another body? Like, there's a lot of questions about the reincarnation cycle we don't know yet as far as these people are concerned. But we see that based on what the ruler said, the queen said, it looks like it's just her kingdom that uses this, and it's just so much, well, so far the majority are just her people that are using it for the reincarnation cycle, but it looks like the other kingdom has no idea. So she said it's been a secret that they purposefully kept from them, because she said if they knew the full implications, and then she didn't finish that sentence, right? So now, unfortunately, it looks like this leak, this person in her ranks who, like I said, I do think his underlying purpose is to save his mother, but also I think he's got beef with this whole reincarnation cycle. I can see that maybe he feels like, I can see how some people might feel like it should just be, when someone dies, that should be the end of it. There shouldn't be this constant, living over and over and over again, especially if they could eventually end up like his mom, right? And so anyway, we'll probably find out more about that and more about why he has such a disdain for the faith and the belief and the practices. But at this point, I think what we can take away is that a good chunk of it is because he can't save his mom, or wants to save his mom, and feels like this belief system is standing in the way of that. So some answers now. At least we know kind of why things ended up the way they did as far as the beacon getting stolen in the first place. And apparently he's completely okay with trying to destroy the beacon in order to understand it better, which I have a sneaking suspicion it's definitely not going to go the way that he planned, right? Because it sounds like the ins and outs of this beacon have been kept a very, very well-guarded secret, because even he doesn't know. He knows enough to know that it's more than just a reincarnation relic, but I don't think he knows the rest yet. Like the fact, it would take thousands of years. It's like, I don't think you even know, bro. Because your mom said you're very young, so I'm assuming this is his first life. So anyway, we'll have to see what that subplot brings. Then outside of that, we saw that Bo was sent out on her first mission. She's been training, and we see that her trainer is basically saying to her, I don't want you fighting what are they called again? The V assassins, we'll call them that. I don't want you to fight them because they are very, very deadly. I'm just going to teach you what you need to give yourself time to get the heck away from them. And we see that thankfully Bo she's someone who doesn't just let things lie, right? She's replaying that fight in her head, move for move, and she's trying to, analyze where she went wrong and try to counter for that in the future. And I do like that she's doing that, because it is going to help her, I believe, because even though we heard her trainer say that, they never make the same mistake twice. But I'm like, but fighting patterns usually do stay the same, right? I doubt they completely reinvent their fighting style every time they fight someone. Maybe they just won't make the same mistake with you again, but they're still going to have patterns. So it's good that Bo is remembering this and learning from it. And also making sure she's kind of learning from them in the sense of like, okay, I made these mistakes in our last fight. I'm not going to make those mistakes with you again. And particularly with that same girl, since that girl is following her, it's a good thing that she's now dealing with the same fighter twice. So not good in the sense that she should run into her, but if it turns out to be something, she knows a little bit more of how she moves and what she's capable of. And she also noticed as well that the crystal that augments magic was actually like in her skin. So I think that now she knows that maybe if she can destroy that crystal, because she saw that she can't crush it, they're fragile, then maybe she might be able to take some of the wind out of one of those assassins' wings if it comes down to it. So yeah, she's on her way to her first mission, which my guess is she's probably going to converge on the same place that Caleb and Nott are headed to, that festival, which segues nicely into Caleb and Nott. They're still just making their way to this place. And of course, Caleb wants to keep a very low profile because he's wanted. And I think he also just doesn't want any type of undue attention to himself. But Nott is like, can we not at least sleep, in civilization? But, she chooses to stick with Caleb. And we see that, I think it's safe to say that she's developing an attachment to Caleb, right? The fact that Caleb isn't continuing to buy not the alcohol, not questioning, not really judging, just being like, okay, you wanted the alcohol, that's what we bought. We can't afford the alcohol and a night. So even he is sacrificing the bed so that he can help Nott out. And I think that Nott's recognizing that, even that small gesture of picking Nott up and taking her over the water, not asking questions as to why Nott doesn't want to touch the water. So I really think that Nott appreciates that Caleb, I'm sure that she knows that Caleb's observing these things, but is choosing not to say anything or give her any types of lectures. So I think that's something that Nott really appreciates. And that's one of the reasons why she's feeling closer to Caleb and just, picking up little things about Caleb, like, the observation about the necklace meaning something to Caleb and the items that Caleb carries being something that means something to him. And then I think that it was a really big show of trust this episode when she showed him the flyer and let him know that, yeah, I'm aware of the fact that I could make off like a bandit if I turn you in. But at this point, we're in this boat together. So I like that. They seem like a nice little pairing there. As I said, I think there's mutual loneliness that they're both getting some relief from in spending time together. And both of them also not being overly curious about each other's pasts and why they're in the positions that they're in now. So I like that as they continue to travel together. And we see now that they've interacted with Bo. So I do think that that trio is going to end up being interacting or working together sooner than later. And then he said also, we found out that Caleb is looking for some artifact, specifically a spell he wants to get back that's at this this carnival or whatever it is. So yeah, I'm not sure if this means that his magic, when it says his magic was taken, I guess it's not the ability to do magic, but maybe his memory or understanding of spells. I don't know. They still haven't really explained how that works. If it's a block, is it something where he's got to relearn all the spells again, or he can do certain things to make the magic come back? I'm not sure. Like I said, they're really still being very vague about that so far. And again, the magic system is very, very light dive into it so far. But either way, we'll see what happens when they get to their destination. And then we met a new character. We met Jester. We also met her mother, but she definitely, I think she's going to still be around, but she's not going to be part of our adventure. And Jester is a very helpful little, I don't even know what you call her. I don't know what their species are called. They look a lot like devils, but not quite. And I know from like Vox Machina, there was like a devil race or a demon race, but they don't look like them. But I'm looking at the pointy tail and the horns. I'm like, probably somewhere in that realm or a cousin of those. But anyways, Jester lived her whole life in this city. She's lived in this castle, and you know, she's curious, she's mischievous, she's clearly very smart, and she seems to keep talking to someone that she calls the, what she call her, god? But anyways, again, I'm not 100% certain. I don't think it's fake. I don't think it's just her imagining this, but I could be wrong. But I'm also wondering if it's maybe something that's following her or around her, because I mean, her mom didn't really talk about it at all. So I'm wondering, you know, the fact that we haven't seen it as an audience at all, I think they're definitely trying to tell us something about that and that connection and that relationship. And she claims that this is what taught her magic. So we'll have to see whether or not it's a real thing, and maybe if it's something that is hanging around her because it needs her for something. That's typically what I, pick up with these types of things, but we'll have to see. But anyways, we see that she really just wants to spend time with her mom and express her creativity. But things keep getting in the way of that. And one of the things that happened was that this VIP of this town was interfering with what she wanted to do with her mom. So she played a little trick on him, a very crude trick, which considering the nature of the type of place where her mom works and where she grew up, not surprising. But it's to the point where this man now wants her dead. So her mom was like, I can't protect you from this. I need you to go see the world. And then her mom said it was selfish of me to keep you here all this time. And I just feel like there's a little bit more to that story. I feel like maybe there's a reason her mother's kept her hidden. I don't think it was a matter of just being selfish, as she called it. I think there was probably a protective reason she's kept Jester close to her this whole time, but we'll have to see. But anyways, she's on her way along with the other new character we were exposed to this episode, Ford. Ford, I don't know, he looks like he might be in the same race that, our big dude from Vox Machina. Why can't I think of his name? The one who had the uncle who was evil. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, he looks like he could be part of that race, but he's much smaller. And the face thing is also new, the coloring on the face. But anyways, not exactly sure what race he belongs to at this point, but we see that he was being guided and mentored by a captain. And that captain was teaching him how to fight, but he wasn't the greatest at fighting. Ford was kind of, I'd say, he had some talent, but it was not anywhere close to where he probably needs to be. And this captain was feeding a lot of really good advice into him, about how he's got to get out of his own head and that he's got the potential to be great, but he holds himself back. And, we heard right off the bat him saying, oh, I'm never going to be as good as you, right? It's like, well, that mindset, exactly, as the captain said, if whether you can or can't, you're going to be right? Because it's up here. If you tell yourself you can't do it, you won't do it. If you tell yourself you can do it, you will do it. So anyway, we see that things go south very quickly. Someone sabotaged Sabian. I guess he's one of our villains here. Clearly had no love whatsoever for Ford. We have no idea where that beef came from, but he sabotages the ship during a storm. And we see though that right before it happens, the captain said he found me. So I don't know what that meant. He never explained, but Either way, the storm kicked off. We saw some lights from underneath the water, letting us know something was under there. And with Sabian's sabotage, we see that the ship was completely destroyed. There were many bodies, but the captain's was not there. And if he survived, well, actually, the only reason we know that why Ford survived is because something named Uratak, was that it? No, Ukarak. I'm sorry, these names are slipping out fast, guys. But either way, there's some entity that's under the water, under the sea. Sorry. And it chose to save Ford. And again, we don't know if, like I said, I don't know if it's that he healed Ford or if he brought Ford back, because Ford looked like he was drowning. He definitely was bleeding, but he fixed his wound and gently put him ashore. So anyways, I don't know the extent to what this thing is done. Like I said, did it just heal him, or did it heal him and give him a little something extra? I guess we'll find out, but he definitely left the sword for Ford to find, as well as a bunch of armor that just happened to be there in perfect condition. And we see now that this sword, that whatever this thing is under the water, it seems to be able to see what's going on with Ford through the sword. And it also can make things happen from all the way under the sea. And he keeps, so far, he's only been using one word, which is very interesting. Like he said, like, was it live, grow, something else, but all so far only one word, all one word commands. So I don't know what the plans it has for Ford are, why it chose Ford. Does it need Ford? Is it going to try to overtake Ford? I'm still not sure if this thing is benevolent or not, right? It's hard to say, like saving Ford, yay, maybe, but for what purpose? I don't think this thing just saves people for the sake of it. Otherwise, why didn't it save everybody else on the crew, right? And again, we didn't see the captain's body, so I'm not 100% certain that he's gone either. But either way, Ford's now gotten a second chance at life. He's made up his mind to be the best version of Ford he can be. And right off the rip, he has been thrown into this quest of taking care of young Jester on her first trip in the outside world to a nearby town. So we'll see how this responsibility and this whole new world of him having to kind of experience things now through her, and also now that he's got this magic that seems to be coming. And again, he says, I don't have magic. I have no idea why this is happening, but he really has no way to explain what's happened, as far as like, he still doesn't know what happened at the gate, because that was not something he triggered. The magic from his hands, no idea. The being able to teleport, no idea. The taking over someone's face. So there's a lot that this sword has shown, or this power from the man under the sea has given him already. But again, is it borrowed? What is the purpose? Why does he keep giving it to him? Like, obviously he wants to keep Ford alive. That much is clear. He wants Ford to be okay. But like I said, why? What's the purpose? What's the reason? We'll have to find out. So anyways, I'm very interested to find out what that reason is. But in the meantime, he is on his quest right now of taking care of Jester and just figuring out how to become exactly what his captain wanted him to be, I guess. So yeah, that's kind of is that everyone we met this episode? Yeah, that would be everyone. So yeah, the plot is thickening. We now have, how many people is that? We've got Ford, Jester, Not, Caleb, Bo. Is that the main? Yeah, those are the main 5. And then potentially that person we met at the end of episode 1, but we didn't see anything about them this episode. Ooh, and we also found out that the queen on the Kryn side is hunting something that starts with a D, saying that they're the only ones who might be able to tell how the robbery happened. And I guess that the reason why our spy is nervous about that is for obvious reasons, because maybe they might be able to give him up, is my guess. And maybe that's why. Okay, so that's probably who the person we saw last episode was, because I was like, why are they attacking Kryn and asking them what happened to the beacon? So I'm thinking that that's who the Queen's commissioned to do this. That would make sense. So, we'll see. We got a few subplots going on here, folks. The overarching plot, of course, about what's going on with this beacon. Why do they want it? What will happen if these people who clearly, I don't think fully understand it, try to break it down and make it work for them? And then, of course, all these little sub-stories of these people. What are they all after? What's going to bring them together? And my guess is the reason they're going to work together potentially is because this beacon's going to become a problem. I definitely foresee that happening. So yeah, great episode. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.